Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So the Virginia Cavaliers will begin with less than ideal field position off that poor return. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But Kirk, they've been playing this since 19... Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down. So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on fourth down. First drive of the game. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. The Hurricanes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk. What do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down. The Canes are in the red zone now. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown for the U.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0.
The score, Miami 7.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 13, set to kick this one off.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
They'll try the right here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
And the wideout goes in motion. He finds the running back in the flat. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the Cavaliers look to keep this drive moving. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Cavaliers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back, here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Short connection to the tight end here. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Send the back in motion. And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Cavaliers are in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and
makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. The kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27. A new set of downs after that completion. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Testing the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
Pitch to the back. Oh, and he's shot out of bounds, short of the marker. Big fourth down stop for this defense. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. 1st down here for this offense. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Football comes out. The defense recovers the fumble.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place, just the right time.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. He's going to hand this off. And tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not going for business today.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Off with RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. He cannot be serious. The head coach going for it, backed up to his own end zone. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. In the clear at the 25. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Man, I can't believe they're going for it on 4th down deep in their own territory like this. Usually, you might see this late in the game, but early, really risky decision, but it pays off.
And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but yet nothing. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Missed this receiver. It's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They're going to run the option. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? Looks like the offense able to recover it there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
And the Cavaliers will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Just the start here. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. They call the counter run here. A change of direction.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a highlight reel diving catch there. Tackle made with a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Drive stays alive with that first down completion. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Virginia offense is back out on the field now. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. And the running back takes the handoff. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Powerful running here. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Max got it on a counter.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's hard running there through a tackle. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here comes a handoff. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's got it already past the 1st down marker. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Ball carrier tackled there. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line,
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. It's a shotgun run call. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the 1st half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the 2nd half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Caught quickly. Fights off a defender. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the 1st down.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him? And they're lucky that
he's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Miami. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Boy, this quarterback is hungry for the end zone. That was not a short run. Guy put his running shoes on and took it back to his Pop Warner days, showcasing that agility for the long touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Fights through the tackler. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. You get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And there's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Here's the 2nd down play. It's a run. Running back's got it. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The Cavaliers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Virginia. This offense really clicking.
And, Chris, how often do we see it? When the game's on the line, it's about the line of scrimmage. This offensive line does their job. The running back gets in for this game-time touchdown, and now you're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. It's started on the next drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. The offense now operating in empty. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Canes will have to kick this away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. Here we go. One last chance for this offense to score and win it in regulation. They're going to run it here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Brad really getting into it here in the final minute. He'll hand it off. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over. Tied late here in the 4th quarter.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Works his way inside the 10. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. 1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. All right, And second down and goal now for this offense. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Touchdown, Cavaliers, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. First down, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
This time, a completion. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.